Harry, I'll be with you in just a moment. Look, we've got Buckbeak showing up. There we go. I hope we get him. And we did. Look at that beautiful creature. Yes, bow to you as well. All right, Buckbeak. Ah, Harry. Hey, chickadees and witches and wizards. It's Lay Rooster channeling Dumbledore here to work with you and talk about the upcoming Adversary event. That's right. Adversaries Part 2, or Adversaries 2, as it's being called. We'll be talking about this, and the information from this has been provided by WB and Niantic, as well as the WooTuber community. So thank you to both for that. So we'll be diving into that, and it's important that you get your wands ready as we talk about how we're going to fight these adversaries, but also that you go ahead and like this channel with a thumbs up with a wand if you have it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you'll catch my upcoming videos about Harry Potter Wizards Unite and other games that I stream, as well as follow some of the links down below for Discord, where you can get up news as it's released for Harry Potter, as well as links to my Twitch stream where I stream Harry Potter, particularly on the weekends, Pacific time, and some other times as well. So check that out, and it's much appreciated. So with wands ready, let's get into it. All right, Adversaries 2, here it is. This is starting on June 14th, which is tomorrow. Starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time in all regions, and it'll finish on June 17th at 11 a.m. Pacific, following the standard pattern. All right, so that's good. Now we know we have some time. We're getting used to these weekday adversary events. Start looking at some of the features. We're going to have increased ancient Norwegian Ridgeback as the adversary that we're going to focus on. There's only one adversary to focus on, and it is this ancient Norwegian Ridgeback dragon. So those dragon battles are kind of tough. So here's some health potions. Be one of the advice tips I would give. Also, we will have increased baby Norwegian Ridgebacks out there, so we'll be able to find them. We're going to look at the registry a little later after we get through some of this to talk about some tips and some strategies. So guaranteed foundable fragments using any runestone in forest chambers 1 through 5, we'll be able to get the Hagrid's Hut. Again, we're going to check this registry in a minute. And then in dark chamber 1 through 5, you'll be able to get Monster Book of Monsters, guaranteed with any runestone in either of those sections. So whichever one you need. I know I need Hagrid's Hut more than Monster Book of Monsters, but usually Monster Book of Monsters is a pretty exciting one when it shows up in the house and around the area. So we're going to have increased wit ingredients on the map, which will be good. I know, and remember that the ginger root, what you pick up, is only half of what you need for one whole potion. So you really need to farm some of that up. Make sure you've got space in your inventory for some ingredients so that you can pick these up and start brewing. The Master Note reduced brew time, reduce of 25% on the brew time with Master Notes for all 3 of the Extimulo potions and the Wit Sharpening potions. You're going to need some health potions to get through those dragon battles. You're going to need your Extimulo potions to get through the adversary battles as well. And then the Wit Sharpening particularly Wit Sharpening potion and paired with the potent Extimulo potion really helps with those battles a lot. So you probably want to start brewing some of those already, but it will be faster during that day. So if you have a stockpile, that will be nice in order to kind of catch back up and start replenishing. Guaranteed foundable fragments. If you complete your Wizarding Challenge in Forest Chamber 4 or above, you'll get guaranteed fragments for all of the different runestones seen here, as well as increased Wizarding XP, spell energy, and increased challenge XP. So a good time to grind in those fortresses. So you got guaranteed drops with those, but also if you're going for Hagrid's Hut, and which will be guaranteed drop using any runestone forest chamber 1 through 5. If you choose forest chamber 4 or 5, you can then get a guaranteed drop with one of these other runestones and get a Hagrid's Hut. Same thing with the dark chamber as well, if you're looking for those monster book of monsters. So kind of these things are going to synergize a little bit if you play it to your advantage. And again, we'll look at that registry soon. So the tasks. All right, you're going to need to use 2 edible dark marks, and you'll get 20 energy. I think since Adversary 1 came out, they bumped up the requirements to having to use 2 edible dark marks instead of 1 edible dark mark. I don't know if that's just to make it a little more challenging on us or to make it so that we have to consider buying. I know I've been stockpiling a lot of these edible marks and using the minimum I can to get through the adversary events, but having to use 2 and only getting 1 free one is chipping into that stash. So it is a game that is out to make money, so that might be part of it. Return 12 baby Norwegian Ridgebacks. We'll get a strong extimulo potion. Return 4 Hagrid's Hut fragments from the forest chambers, so you will need to be in there. You'll get the silver key. I like getting those keys and stockpiling them. I was just using them in the Community Day event. How about you? Check out that video and future videos about such events. Let's see. Earn 1700 challenge XP through wizarding challenges and the adversary chains, and you'll get 6 ginger root, enough to make 1.5 wit sharpening potions. Use 7 potions in adversary encounters, and you'll get 2 potent extimulos, which you will need for replenishing those adversary encounters. Deal 27,500 damage to adversaries, and you'll get a Dada book. Calm baby Ridgebacks by recovering 4 teddy bear fragments from the Ridgeback adversaries, and you'll get a Dada book. I kind of like that. I like the thematic story piece to that, to calm the babies with the teddy bear. I think that's cute. Also, it's just a reminder that those aren't going to be dropping every time necessarily, so we may have to do more than 4. But we do have to defeat 5 ancient Norwegian Ridgebacks below in order to get 1 more Dada book. So you're going to do it 5 times. If we're getting 4 out of 5 teddy bear drops, that's going to be your minimum there. But we are going to need a good bit of damage to adversaries and the XP, so you may have to pick up additional ones, and we'll see. The bonus rewards will include 5 Dada books. I know, so we'll get 8 from this section, completing 500 XP, 60 gold coins, which is nice for buying keys and stuff, and 30 energy, which we'll be burning through in adversaries if you're anything like me. And then on to some of the bonus. The bonus tasks will be cast 10 great Meteorologix Rakanto, which I believe is used to catch the baby Norwegian Ridgeback, amongst other things. You'll get a red book. Those are pretty precious as well. Beat 7 more ancient Norwegian Ridgebacks. It's a lot of potions to go through that. Get another red book. Return 3 monster book of monsters from the dark chambers. So if you find them in the wild or anything, they're not going to count. They are going to have to be from those dark chambers. Again, play to your advantage with the rune stones and the guaranteed drops there as well. And you'll be able to, if complete, get another 5 Dada books, 1,000 XP, 40 more gold for a total of 100 gold, which is pretty nice, honestly, and 30 energy, which you'll need. Let's pop over and look at the registry like we've been talking about, because there's just like there is some stuff going on with, I'd say, with what they're dropping and the different runestone abilities, and being able to kind of think about how am I going to achieve this in a somewhat efficient way. So especially if I'm feeling like I'm ground out, which sometimes happens in the game, this and many other games, but there's some of that with the registry. So one thing, we're still on the Care of Magical Creatures registry, which I think is a nice thing and kind of has some merit for us. And I'll explain a little bit. So here on this first page, we're going to be getting the Hagrid's Hut and then the baby Norwegian Ridgeback are both on this top page. I still need to get this one to prestige to gold. I don't know about you. Also noted that Buckbeak's there. I don't see Buckbeak a lot, and that's one of the reasons I put him in at the intro, because he was right there as I was getting ready to film. That's the second Buckbeak I've found right around here, just when I happen to be looking, which makes me wonder if Buckbeak and maybe the Abraxan winged horse are going to be a little more a little more prevalent at the same time when they're boosting these other care of magical creatures. So be on the lookout. I don't know if that's a bonus Easter egg or not, but if I can catch more buckbeaks and get this page to gold and get those horses as well, that would be really sweet. So we'll see what drops we get. Anyway, and I know we can get that horse from the fortresses as well. So on the gold page, then the Monster Book of Monsters will help us here. I mean, I have it at gold, so it's better. But so we can get Hagrid's hut and the horse from the fortresses. Here we don't have a fortress foundable that we get. On this page, we do. We have the Puffskein and everything, so we have a chance to get some of those. I'm bringing that up because we're probably going to be running around using this. If you use the runestone for care of magical creatures, you're going to be getting a lot of the things that kind of help you to get there. You're going to already get Hagrid's hut and the Monster Book of Monsters, so that'll help. But also, you're likely to possibly get these baby phoenixes or phoenixi as they come, which I know are the thing that's holding me back from getting to a silver page. So I think I may be using that runestone in order to try to get it, because the things that I'll get when I don't get what I'm looking for will be helpful. Of course, I do need the Hagrid's hut as well, and that's going to be a guaranteed bonus. So I think that's pretty cool. So you have a real chance to work on that. Obviously, I would also say that you want to be looking out for the things that you need in the meantime on the registry of all the pages, because if you get close to the things to pop, you can maybe prestige one or more of these pages by working on it. So I think that will do well. I'm excited about that. Are you excited? And what are your plans for the adversary? We do have 3 days, so we're going to take some time and work on that, and hopefully we'll find some more stuff. Anyway, I'm Lay Rooster, and thank you for hanging with me. Just wanted to catch and get that information out for your adversary event. Did the same thing with the community event, and you can expect more videos from me about the upcoming events with a little bit of insight in how to prepare and how to be ready for it and how to strategize to try to take advantage of the things we're going to be facing. But anyway, thank you for sticking with me, and go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post the next video about this or other games. Also, leave comments down below about what additional information you would find helpful in the Harry Potter videos and different types of content you would like me to cover. I'll be happy to, and I'm taking some feedback on that. So looking forward to producing more and more Harry Potter videos for you. Also, down below in the descriptions, you'll find a link to my Discord, which has automated feeds for the Harry Potter Wizards Unite news, as well as other games, and just a bunch of good-natured gamers who like to get together and be a little silly at times, but also help each other out. So hopefully creating a nice warm space for everyone. Sit around the fire and chat and be supportive. So we'll do that. And further, my Twitch stream link is down there. I stream daily Pacific time after work on the weekdays and throughout the weekends, usually with some morning and afternoon and into the evening times Pacific time on the weekends, doing Harry Potter Wizards Unite, as well as Marvel Strike Force and Star Trek Fleet Command. So please come check us out on Twitch, hang out live. And if you do come over from YouTube to the Twitch stream, please let me know that you're coming from YouTube so I can give you a special and warm welcome. Anyway, until the next event, I will see you, and cock-a-doodle-doo.